Okay, I'm just putting some satellite footage together for Tripping Sponge series to add to the Tripping Sponge series. I already did a few videos on the satellite footage, but man, I'm just like having some fun letting it run through and showing you guys how easy this is and what kind of imagery is being offered. Talking a little bit about the fakery of it all. See all these clouds that are coming through right now at the bottom of the screen that are coming through. You can watch them come through. You'll see the imagery in them, but what I want you to notice is that they're not folding into each other. You're not able to watch nanocarbon work. It's like photographs that they took and then they run it around on a reel-to-reel, and it's pretty obvious now. Now that I've been doing it for a couple of days now, and all the other fakery shit I picked out in the past, but this one here I'm really picking up on strong. And then I'm also noticing there's a lot of the colors are missing and shit like that. So um, here come the colors. When you see them like this, you'll see the colors, and that makes me satisfied to see the colors. But then they're not, nothing's folding into each other, and it's not going to only happen from below the clouds that things are going to be folding into each other. So it's a funny thing too, because someone might see this, right? This is shadow imagery right here, and it looks like a cross. There's actually some eyes in there. It's the nose of a canine. I can see the nose coming down this way. All kinds of shit that's going to come out of this. But people will miss all these faces. Because right now, in this one square, there, if I can get this out of the way, let's see if it goes down when I get that up. No, because it's got to be on play. If I get my line out of the way, just wait till they come up to here, to this area then. But anyways, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of images right here in this fucking square. All you got to do is take your camera phone, go up to this, take it to the screen, turn your brightness down a little bit if you want, and bring it around and look. Now, if you don't have the benefit of being rich like me and having money to go buy $2.50 fucking filters for yourself to pin on your camera, I don't know what to tell you, but I just came from fucking with, not fucking with, I'm sorry, loving up Crow. So I made a new channel. I'm going to keep mentioning that too as I'm making these videos. The new channel is called Flat Earth Mountain. And if you go over to Flat Earth Mountain, for any flat earthers, you can send your flat earth friends over there. And we're going to really see some shit because, oh my God, just in 13 seconds of Crow's first video, I was able to get a couple hours of video out of it. And he is full of love. He's full of love, that guy. So, and I'm gonna go and do everything I'm doing here when I over there as well. But the Michael Oziak channel is gonna get taken down. YouTube's threatening me with it on a regular basis now, so most likely it's gonna get taken down. And I'd like to push through it and get through the Tripping Sponge series and everything and move on. So I started up several other channels. And the fakery, the fakery, what a bunch of liars. And not for nothing, people, but when I'm calling 7.2 billion people zombies and saying everybody's a bunch of zombie slaves, I mean, it's proven to me on a regular basis, man, every day. Because going to shit like this, even the satellite dish, the satellites up in space, supposedly they're telling us and everything, this is easy to identify. So now here I am, I'm getting my colors back. So again, this is telling me, because the colors are coming in now, that was all white and everything like that, and I was bitching the last 2 hours about not enough color. Even a couple times some color did go by, because what that is that's different heavy metals. The system grabs onto these different heavy metals to create weather. The electromagnetic nanocarbon, these triangulars that are everywhere. You're going to see the triangulars everywhere. Unless you go to Crow channel. If you go to the Crow channel, then what you're going to find is he's putting in pixels. It's square pixels. This shit is so easy to see, man. I don't know how anybody's buying his shit. And it's all of them, I guess. But people, you can see everything for yourself. You don't need these guys anymore. Really, seriously. Get away from them. Go look for yourselves. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. This is what I'm showing you here is not scary. It's not. Maybe some of the image might seem scary or whatever at first or whatever, but It's not. It's our real true system. We'll take the technology back and things will be much, much better than they are right now. And then we won't have to continue with all the lies and everything, you know. We had this technology before. Our ancestors, somebody sold us out or something down the line. I always say that I think it was probably me. That's how strongly I feel about exposing it all. So that's why I'm suspicious about it. And who knows? You know, maybe at 6,000 years ago or whatever, I had some pull somewhere in the system, and I sold out everybody, and that's why I need to get this out to all of you now. And that's my reasoning when anybody asks. That's what I always say. So pointing out these liars and trying to get you the liars, I'm gonna have to do it in a very loving and caring way. All right, so these are all coming through now. So watch what I mean. So all these right here. I mean, so obvious, so obvious. Look at the fucking shit. So I'm gonna leave it in on those, but don't forget this whole screen is filled up with great imagery. So I'm only putting you on these for maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just do the whole fucking thing. So yeah, here's some bigger ones too. Here's some larger ones when you're out here. So let's keep an eye over there for a minute and watch what I'm talking about. They're not working. They're not folding into each other. It almost looks like looking into a rock because rocks don't change. You know what I mean? And people get confused when I explain that. I compare it to the moon. The imagery in the moon does not change. This imagery right here in this satellite footage is not changing, people. It's not folding into itself like smoke and steam and clouds. It's not doing it. Look, it's the same image rolling by. 100% evidence. And there's something that looks like it falls out of my category. What is that, Rick? What the fuck is that? Platypus? You know, it's funny because when I first started, I did used to see more of these, and I haven't seen any lately. I need to learn identification of some of the creatures. But still, even if I see them, number one, I don't even know how realistic what I'm looking at is, as I just explained. Number two, if this is a platypus right here, right? If this face, it's one. It's one. And then when I first started, I seen a few. But don't forget, it's image within image within image. So as me and Rick been discussing, this might be how things got created. This might be the explanation for all the other species that are not in the imagery. So in other words, feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. But then all of a sudden, if you add all those images together and I'm seeing it from this side angle, I'm thinking this looks like a platypus, whatever, beak or whatever right here. But that might have been how the platypus got created in the first place. You understand me? I have a word to put on it, platypus, which it kind of does a little bit. If the snow was a little flatter, I might buy it as a platypus, but it might be some species. Who the fuck knows? But now, I have to take you for a serious ride and twist you all over the place in here because they're everywhere, everywhere. So, you know, just to run you through some of them, go on the large side, the snout of this large image, a mouth and snout, nose, whatever the fuck that's going to end up being. You got to have the eye on the other side of that one, so I'll leave that one alone. You can go to these small ones, eye, nose, and mouth of these type. You can go back in here and look for some of the ones in the faint, eye, nose, mouth of that one there. You can go in the way back and start, picking them out. If you go back in the dark, again, this is why I like color. You'll see some of them tucked in like this. Eye, nose, and mouth of that one back there. You'll see little shit sticking up here and there. Like I always talk about scenes. When I'm talking about scenes, see the little face right here sticking up? The neck right here? So a face and a neck, a little neck. It's got wearing something on its head. Looks, if you're religious, it would come into the area of a cross, right? Let's go in on them a little better. And then when you get in on them, you're going to realize what it actually is. And we might be able to call out this to be more phony if we find something that doesn't belong. See all the little faces in there too as I scroll across? And see how the platypus is now? Wait, what happened to it? Yeah, I like it better actually. Coming in this because his eyes are looking at me. See his eye of the platypus? When I was pointing out the platypus snout. See his eye looking up at us? That's cool. Um, and then that other one is all changed as well. So you could take the platypus's eyes. You know, I have to take you out of the platypus for a minute, but platypus eye looking right at you. His other eye is on the other side, obviously. But you know, he's got mouth. I'm calling him a platypus, but who the hell knows what he might fall in? He's not the usual feline, canine, ape, rodent, human, and beast. I know that. I don't think. I don't know. You tell me. Have you ever seen a rodent that looks like that? Anyways, right above it. Go. Start going above it. So eye, nose, and mouth of this image. It's always like that. Image within image within image. Start looking back here. Eye, nose, mouth open. You'll start picking out some of these smaller ones that, like I said, tucked in. When I pull back, we'll pick out some of the larger ones. What am I already at? 10 minutes already? Let's see. That's a large. Now that looks like a feline nose to me, but I can't get the mouth. The mouth looks open because I wanted to break into some felines. So I'm getting the mixtures of feline noses, but most of this looks in the rodent category. Most everything that I've seen so far. Did we see any humans? No, no human images. Just all rodents. So you know, there's going to be something to that too. What heavy metals are being sprayed, possibly things like that. Not there's a human nose, right? That might be. That might be a big human schnoz. All right. I'm looking at this one here for a schnoz. If this might be, but it looks like he's going to also have ears and shit too. So let me see. There's a lot of shit out of my category in here. There's other things that are out of my category in here. So I'm curious about this satellite shit. Maybe it's just that I'm never able to get them this big. Because I do believe that this is from above the clouds for the size of them. But then again, like I said, it could just be totally computer generated. Because this one's not, this one looks like it can fall out of my categories as well. There's another one here with a long snout. And it's not that I've never seen cow, never seen bull, but, you know, or something in that range. But there's some big one right here. And I can't figure out what species it's going to be. His snout's right here, his nostrils here. That's probably an eye, I'm guessing. And that would be the back of his skull. I'm going to come in and out of it and we're going to take a look. Let's let it come through, actually. The clouds are rolling that way anyway. So let's just take a look. I'm already at 13 minutes. Okay, so it all had to do, really, with a large human face, because the large human face is eye, nose, and mouth open of that really large human face. So for me to say there's no human in there, no, not true. But I was deeper in. So, but I would see a lot of canine as well, too. So straight on, I'm seeing eye, nose, mouth of that one. That side. So at this distance, starting on that side. Yeah, that fucking platypus looking thing, man. That one gets me too. Oh, so so there's a few humans in there. And then there's another one that's out of sequence. Let's see, what the fuck is that one? Let me just look around with you for a little bit. I'm seeing some suspicious shit in here too. Gonna hit play. This is the one that was coming up that I was laughing when I saw it. Got a hairdo and everything too. Yeah, and that would explain why we don't see the jets, but yet we see the jet trails. We're seeing the chemtrails everywhere, because I am now too. I'm seeing them everywhere. I always knew that I was never seeing jets or chemtrail jets or any jets for that matter. I always bitched about that in the satellite footage. When I'm photographing the clouds and doing a video on the clouds, I can't go one fucking time without getting jets in my camera. There's always jets flying by all the time, whether they're passenger jets, private jets, whatever. And I know there's a height restriction and everything like that. I understand that. That's going to be used as one of the excuses. But my point is that I can see the chemtrails. So if I can see the chemtrails in here, then I should be able to catch a jet out of 11 hours of footage. There should be a jet going by somewhere. Again, evidence that what they do is chemtrail a whole certain area, stay away from it, and then do their photographs, I'm guessing, because it's definitely not video. This is not video, people. Look at the fucking clouds. They're not folding into each other. I'm going to hit play again, watch them again. But at the same time, look at all the imagery, because it's amazing shit. So the imagery is amazing. So if it is photographs, either way. But I don't know, man. I'm starting to hesitate and think that I don't know. I'm gonna have to fucking still keep thinking about it because I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that actually that it ends up being photographs from above the clouds that they put on a reel and just go around with it. But at least I'm still viewing clouds. But there's all these other things that don't make any sense that are not working out. That it might not be that at all. It might just be computer generated fucking shit. I don't know. We'll see. It does not. The satellite itself that they're showing in the view looks fake as shit. But everything in the clouds, I don't see that same. Yeah, I guess it is a little bit blurry too. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. It's definitely cleaner look than what Crow had. Because when I just came from Crow's channel, his shit was like obvious fucking phony baloney. That's what I was starting to say. I don't know why you flat earthers, are listening to these people, man. And these guys are all fucking full of shit. You should be making the videos and showing them the reality instead of the other way around. They're all full of shit. Anyways, let's continue. Let's hit play again. Just moving away. That's it. It's just moving away. They're not folding into each other. The only changes I see is changes in perspective from the clouds going away from me, or from whatever, this blue screen, whatever, going away from me. The clouds are not working. So it's either a photograph on a loop or it's some kind of shit like that. Even when I did that kid, I don't know, he's a guy, I guess, that guy Robbie that I did the cloud video the other day on, that I was all pissed off about. Even his, you could watch the nanocarbon working. The problem was it was only 1 minute and 13 seconds on a loop. So it was the same fucking nanocarbon doing the same exact job every fucking time. It was just assholes. I mean, I'm sorry. Um, those lovely fellas. Those guys that want to lie to us. I love them. They're wonderful to me. You know, I love it, Crow Crow. You're the best. Um, so as usual, I'm shouting out to the fucking zombies and I'm saying, why? Why are you guys remaining in your comas? Well, I don't see why. You know, another one too is I'm always looking for bugs or other creatures or anything like that too. So I'm waiting to see something like that up here since I found those other couple of things. Um, and not that any of these things are unheard of. Seeing bugs, definitely I've never seen bugs, but some of the other things that I've been seeing lately, it's not unheard of. It's just that it's so far and few between, you know. And there are patterns. There are patterns of when you're going to see more feline thing. Another one I'll tell you about that's bothering the shit out of me lately is when I first started collecting the nanocarbon, I was seeing a. It seemed like I was seeing more femininity than I am now, even at the cloud level and the ground level, meaning in smoke and stuff. But stone and rock and shit, I'm having a hard time with it. I can't fucking. First of all, the feline, canine, rodent, ape, and beast, I'm not even sure I can identify feminine features. And then when it comes to the human faces, it's the same thing. I would have to add human influence in order to determine if a face is a boy or a girl. If you think about it, in most cases, um, women do not look all that different than men in their faces. They put on makeup, they put on eyeliner, they put on lipstick, they change the shape of their eyes, they put their hair up in hairdos, they do all these different things to look more feminine, okay? And and the system doesn't have any lipstick. It's not necessary. So what I have to look for in femininity is larger eyes. So if I see larger eyes, poutier lips, larger lips, I'm assuming that's the feminine features to call out a feminine face, a human face. As far as feline, canine, rodent, and ape and beast, I couldn't tell you if it was a male or a female. So how do I know how much femininity is really getting thrown into all this, you know? Let's go up here a little bit. I'm already at 22 minutes. So granted, if I see something with a beard, if I see a human image with a beard, sure, I can call it out as male. But the rest of the creatures, I cannot. And then even when it comes to the humans, what the hell happened to the radio? I don't know. This video is going to shut down anyway. And some of it is really out there. You know, some of it is really fucking weird out there. I mean, but I can't say it's just typical, actually. So it looks like a few different things might show up in here that I'm going to try to bring you in on. I'm going to press play in a minute, but before I press play, I mean, this thing looks a little fucking off. So you got eye, nose with a tongue sticking out, mouth's open and tongue sticking out of this image right here. I don't know what the hell he's supposed to be. I don't know what category it is. I'd have to throw that in the beast category because I don't know what the fuck it is. This here looks like fingers and a hand that's going to be leading to an arm right here. These fingers on this. I don't know if there's something I'm missing that's larger that's hugging that stone. Speaking of femininity, look at the big fucking lips. And it looks feline because the nose looks feline on that really large one. I'm going to try to get it for you. Okay, we'll see what happens when it rolls it by, but large eye, other eye over here, feline nose for sure, and then the big fucking lips are right here, these big feline lips. but you're going to get confused because I just pointed out that one to you too. But they're all over the place in here. There's an upside down one right here. Eye, face all upside down right here with the hair and everything on it. That's another thing too, is that if I wanted to, I could do this. I'll try to do it right now for you. Let's see if I can do it without fucking everything up. I could do this with my screen, right, and show you that there is no up, down, left, or right. And if there ends up being an up, down, left, or right, then that's going to be the evidence I need to know that this is 100% phony, baloney, fake. So this would be a good idea to run over like this. Let's do this. I can't see it. I can't see what I'm looking at. So we'll see I'll see it when I go watch this video later, because I can't even see anything. There, now I can see it. Now I can see. So let's see. So it covers that way, and it covers. Does it cover that way? Yep. Yep. That's what I mean. There is no up, down, left, or right to this fucking system. I'm all bent over backwards right now, but I can see it. So this is what I'm talking about. There is no up, down, left, or right, or backward, forward, or anything in this fucking system. If that was a screenshot, it would have been much easier than trying to hold your computer to the fucking side like that. But I just like to prove a fucking point to you that you can all do this. You can all see this. Please go look. Again, it's not about my channels, the shit that I'm going through and I'm talking about. It's not about that. I'm trying to get you guys to all participate, because the liars, they just have to go away. But unfortunately, everybody just seems to want to be entertained, and they keep propping them up. I don't know, because when I see the shit that everybody's buying into, it's pretty fucking silly, man. I mean, Mr. Crow, I don't know. I don't know why you guys would be interested in watching that. It's all computer generated shit. As I was talking shit the other day about some of the other ones, I always forget about Matrix Wisdom. I don't know Matrix Wisdom. I don't know his channel. I just figure he's down the Matrix road. And I've met a lot of people in the last year that when I show them, they say the same thing. Oh yeah, it's Matrix. Of course, it's a Matrix. And then I usually bust their balls and talk about Keanu Reeves or whatever. But they seen the movies and read the books, The Matrix, and they believe that that's what's going on here. It's not. You can see everything that it is for yourselves. You don't need anybody to see it for you. Unfortunately, you're surrounded by lies, man. And I'll just try to point out as many as I can as we go along. And I'm going to have to do it in a very loving and caring and tender way. Otherwise, you get labeled a bully, and then they take you down. And they say, nope, you got a bad boy. You're a bad boy. No video for you. And then I can't do any videos to show you any of this shit in the first place. And the point is of doing these videos is to get all of you to fucking go do this for yourselves. Alright, let's hit play. Did I hit play? No. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to run it until the video runs. I think it's like 31 minutes. I'll shut up now and just watch some stuff come through. So look at a huge face coming in this way for a laugh. The eye's right here. We'll see if we get the other eye coming on the other side as it comes through. It's going to be at an angle, or how's it going to be? Let's see. It's flat. It's flat. I told you it was flat. The only reason I would do this on this situation to have a laugh and fuck with people, kind of just like the title of the new channel, Flat Earth Mountain. Um, but certainly there's people out there that are doing this stuff intentionally. Whoever's making these, it's obviously phony baloney shit. The clouds are not moving and working. They're not working. So yes, they're moving by in this camera or whatever this setup is, but it's all put together by human construction. This is not the true system working. Believe me, man, those will all be folding over each other and shit. They make more imagery. It just makes new imagery. But then none of them. I'm watching them for a long time now. None of them are folding into each other. This is ridiculous. Especially for as large of a span as they're claiming to get and everything like that. No, they're just fucking. It's photographs at best. It's photographs, and they got it on photographs on a reel, and they can do whatever they want for the other shit, and it's all controlled that way. Everything you see, everything you do is all controlled that way. It's unbelievable. I said I was gonna shut up, didn't I? I thought I did. Yeah, so this is 100% provably on a reel. This is 100% proven. I mean, I don't know how they do it when they do it digitally. I don't know. You have to ask Crow. Crow probably knows how to do it. He's really good at all the digital effect shit. Rick, this is one of the reasons, Rick, I was telling you too, when you go watch the Crow thing that I'm doing on the other channel, on the Flat Earth Mountain channel. He's doing all digital effect shit. He's all fucking. Oh man, I love that guy. Anyways, when you see different faces, and then you'll catch them upside down and in different places and everything. So eye, nose, and mouth of this upside down to you face, right? And then it worked the other way as well, because you can pull it off this way, which turns into some kind of beast, right? You can go in on these little things down here, which I'm going to do in a second when I stop pointing at shit, and we'll go look around. You can see this canine back here. You can see the nano rope going right through his eyes. These nano rope, the nanocarbon, the triangulars are everywhere. You see the triangular shapes everywhere. So I'm believing these are real clouds. It's just a photograph, and they take several photographs and they run it through on a reel to reel. That's probably why they stop it and turn it the other way in the bullshit stories that they do. Is most likely the story. But anyway, eye, nose, mouth open of that one there. Eye, nose, mouth open of that one there. Eye, nose, mouth, sad mouth on that one there. What they are, I would say canine area in that one there. This one probably going to fall in the humanish category. This one's yeah, so as we start looking at these, here's another human too. Looks like, yeah, I see it the other way now too. So eye, nose, and mouth with a little bit of beard and shit going on here, and then it rolls around to this other one. So yeah, all kinds of goodies in there. What was I thinking about? Oh yeah, the feline thing I keep wanting to come back to because Rick was looking for the to see more of those things. Rick, that's what I've been saying to you from the beginning. The more people that are on this, we can get to the bottom of that and find out why, what heavy metals are there. We need to know all those things, the colors. That's why I'm so hot on getting the periodic table done. So if you really want to know those things, I wouldn't look for fucking science or anybody else to tell you about them. We'll figure them out faster than anyone else will, believe me. No one else wants to even look, so that's why they won't find it, because they won't look. But you and I, we're willing to look, so we'll find it. Yeah, they're all canine. I see the starting at one end. I see a lot of canine, a lot of rodent. I don't see a lot of feline today either, Rick. Yeah, a lot of canine. Canine. Human. I mean, look at the detail and shit, It's like this everywhere, though, you guys. It's like this everywhere. The stones, everything. Eye, nose, mouth. You see the beard going around, the sideburns. You got the fucking ear there. The sideburns go around this way and shit. Does he get a hairdo on top, or is it wearing apparel? No, it kind of stops right here, I guess. Kind of stops like around here. Then you see his buddy looking out this way. That looks like a rodent to me. Eye, nose, mouth is of his buddy. You just go in and grab it from different angles, people, and look around. Take your camera, use it as a viewing device, and look around in these and see them. I'm just telling you the truth. No one else is going to tell you the truth about any of this shit. So when you're looking at them, just keep in mind that most likely that's all this is a photograph from above the clouds. I'm telling you all the reasons why it's not a guess. It's not a guess. I'm showing you how you can prove it to yourself. It's a reel-to-reel photograph. It's a photograph that goes around reel-to-reel. Whether it's done digitally or not, I don't know. I don't really care. All I know is that the nanocarbon are not folding into each other, therefore they're not working. Is that a human too? There's that one. There's another one. I try to crop them for you right there. And there's that one. Looks a little on the ape side. Maybe an ape or monkey of some kind on that one. Look at the fucking detail, huh? It's fucking incredible. I wish I knew for sure that it was not, digital fuckery. I'm guessing because of seeing the nanocarbon everywhere and stuff, it's the real clouds. I guess that's my best guess. It is the real clouds, but it's just a photograph. It's not video rolling through like you think it is. Nope. Nope. Over and over and over again. Every time I hit play, they're all moving together. They're not working. They're all moving together. Anytime you're seeing chemtrails, get this out of my way. Yeah, that's all this is. And any slightest little fucking movement you think you got, it's just perspective. As the perspective is as it's moving away from. Look at all this shit in there. Look at it all, man. Unfucking believable. So they got photographs of the clouds from up above, and they put it on a reel to reel, and they can do whatever the fuck they want with it. That's why I said if you're a flat earther, first of all, change your fucking title. Don't call yourself a flat earther anymore. Just call yourself a realist or something else. Think up a new name for yourselves, a new title, because flat earther makes you sound like a retard. And then you can do shit like this and show people that the earth is not the spinny wet pear rocket ball that they think it is. Then you can start having something to go by, because following all the YouTuber flat earth bullshit stories is just making you look like a bunch of idiots. I know, because I'm going over and looking at the people that you're watching still, and who you're idolizing and everything, and they're fucking you up. They're fucking with you. I'm not. I'm telling you the truth. I'm giving you things that you can see for yourselves. I'm giving you the truth. It's here. The truth is here now, finally. But it's not for you to hand off to somebody else and be somebody else's responsibility. Everyone's got to get together and work together on all this, and it'll come together like this. There's got to be others out there. There has to be others out there that are who are also on the awakening, the real, true awakening. They didn't jump, even if they did jump on the flat Earth bandwagon, as I explained earlier. Who cares? If you jumped on the flat Earth bandwagon, so what? You were on the heliocentric bandwagon for most of your life, and then you came off that. So don't worry about it. Just go, move on. Move on. Admit that it was a fucking psyop. Call it for what it is. You're gonna have to start calling it for what it is out loud. Otherwise, you're never gonna feel better about yourself. You're gonna still feel like you're living more lies. So if you ever want to release that stress of that burden that you're carrying, and it's a burden, it really is. So it'll feel good to come out to your family and say, look, don't give me none of your flat earth shit. The flat earth is a bullshit, psyop, fucking bullshit story. I now have the real story. I can show it to you for yourself. Unfortunately, because you were a flat earther for so long, they're going to say, okay, crazy person, you're a fucking nutso. But don't worry about it. Just go with what you see and what you feel and hear, and it'll all be there for you. You won't have to guess anymore. All of it. Yeah, this is a bunch of phony baloney shit, man. They really are funny. So who knows? It could be computer generated people. They just did a better job on it than Crow did. Because Crow's doing all kinds of digital fuckery shit over on his channel, and I noticed a lot of the other flat earthers are as well, so. They're entertainers. They're there to entertain you. Okay, I'm going to start a new video because I think I can get squeeze one more out of this.